Stika Virtual Travel Agency.
Hello and namaste. This is your host and video guide Deependra from India, going on a shoot of the Royal Palace. This is City Palace of Jaipur, and I will be introducing you to the palace royal residence where the royal family lives, and I'm here to make a informative video tour for all of our visitors for Stika Travels, and you will be witnessing various pavilions. We are not allowed to shoot inside the museum part of it, but we can witness various buildings, the galleries, the courtyards, and almost the whole of the complex. So to start with, I'm sitting inside this city palace, and it was built by Maharaja Jai Singh II in 18th century. So the earlier first capital of the rulers Kachawa was Amber, almost about 10 kilometers from here. And when the population of Amber rose due to prosperity, there was scarcity of water and space. So the king Maharaja Jai Singh II thought of shifting his capital to the present place. In one of my live tours, I have shown you the observatory Jantar Mantar. So the Jantar Mantar was built first, and then based upon the calculations of the instruments, this palace and whole old part of Jaipur was constructed. He was a great king with knowledge of architecture, astrology, astronomy, mathematics, and he was a great poet also. All the qualities of very high standard. So he got built this palace which covers almost one-ninth part of the whole old part of Jaipur, and I will take you on a video tour. So hope this will be interesting. If you have to ask any questions, you can ask through Stika Travels. Let's move. So this is the entrance to City Palace. There are two entrances, one on the Jaleb's Chowk side, another one is this one, which is on the observatory side. The visitors can enter through either of them and can exit from either of them. You enter from this side, you go through the security check. Here metal detectors are placed, your tickets are checked, your hands are sanitized, and you enter inside the complex. So after the security check and the tickets checking, you enter inside the complex. I will give you an overview of the complex. The cars are allowed just for the royal family members. So I will give you an overview of the complex. This is the first courtyard. There used to be cafes, display of antique cars in this gallery, but due to Corona, all these are closed right now. We have less number of visitors. The visas are not yet been issued by Government of India, and yes, the tourism industry is facing a lot of difficulty. So continuing with our video, the building you are witnessing on your screen right now, this is known as Mubarak Mahal. Mubarak Mahal was the place where the king used to meet the dignitaries and the ambassadors from another state. So this is Mubarak Mahal. Now it houses the administrative building and a museum and souvenir shop. The museum consists of the antique clothes of kings and queens, and there are administrative offices. This building, or the Museum of Mubarak Mahal, have the influence of Islamic as well as Rajput architecture. It's an amalgamation or the mixture of Rajput and Mughal styles of architecture. So it houses a museum right now, and on the first floor are administrative offices and a library. So you can see the marble carvings, intricate marble carvings on the building. I will show you the lower part first. Then I will show you the upper part. This is the first story, the lower part. And as we go up, you can see the balconies. Beautiful carvings, hand carved on stone on the Mubarak Mahal. So we are moving towards the entrance of the Mubarak Mahal, the museum which houses antique clothes of kings and queens. As we are in the pandemic state, so a lot of care has been taken by the administration of the city palace to sanitization and social distancing. So this is the entry. Inside this museum, photography from any device is not permitted. This is the entrance, and I will show you the exit. You go inside this museum, visiting various galleries and seeing various artifacts, the old clothes embroidered in gold and silver threads, ladies' clothes, ladies' dresses, gowns of the kings, one hall dedicated to the victory of Polo, and this is the exit to this museum, Mubarak Mahal. It's a textile gallery. This particular gate, you see the big gate adjoining to Mubarak Mahal Museum, is only for the use of the members of royal family. It goes out through the Tripolia gate inside the market on the main road. You can see other buildings which houses this building you are seeing now houses a art gallery. So we will go inside this museum. You can see live paintings and a art gallery. It is known as the Friends of Museum or Maharaja Savai Bhavani Singh Art Gallery. It is also known as Friends of Museum. Beautiful jali work or the screen work on the top of the entrance and the jharokas and canopies. Screen work you can see and the canopy on the top of it. This is the canopy. We are entering inside the art gallery, Maharaja Savai Bhavani Singh Museum or Art Gallery. Here you can see the live demonstration of paintings. You can buy souvenirs. You can do many things. Live painting. You can talk with the painters, master painters. You can buy souvenirs here, paintings. Now we have came out of the art gallery and we are moving towards the other parts of the building complex. This direction it houses another museums which is known as Sile Khana or the Armory section. These buildings you are seeing in the front is the Sile Khana, the collection of weapons, swords, daggers, and bow and arrow, shields, knives, guns, etc. etc. The camera is not allowed. Any type of camera or picturization is not allowed in any of the museums. This is the entrance to the Armory section. We can go about 5-10 meters inside the Armory section. Then cameras or videography is not allowed. So we are not allowed to do the picturization or shooting inside the armory. Here you can see the genealogy of the kings of Jaipur, mentioned right from the founder of the dynasty Kachawa, Shodh Dev Ji, till the present here of the dynasty of Kachawas, Maharaj Padmanabh Singh. He is the young ruler. Maharaj Padmanabh Singh is the young ruler of Jaipur, a very enthusiastic and good polo player. This is the genealogy of the kings of Jaipur. And this you can see here on the number 41, the name of the present ruler of Jaipur, Maharaj Savai Padmanabh Singh. I will show you his photograph. If I can zoom in a little more. And I will also show you the photographs of the royal family of Jaipur. You can witness a beautiful door, metal door made out of bronze. Beautiful door. This is the photograph of the royal family of Jaipur. You can see Maharani Sahab, Rajmata Sahab, the princess and her kids, Maharaj Savai Padmanabh Singh, in this family picture. The royal family of Jaipur. And this is the direction to go towards the weapons gallery. We cannot go having our cameras from here further. The stairs take you to the weapons gallery. A cabinet. Coming out of the Armory section, a series of building and amenities like the washing facilities and loos, etc. You can see the buildings here, all old buildings, takes us to the another part of the courtyard. This beautiful gate which you are seeing with elephant statues, it is known as Raj Pole. This was constructed to celebrate the birth occasion of Maharaja Savai Bhavani Singh. Beautiful building with jharokas and intricate jali work. We are entering from the first courtyard, from the main door of the entrance to the, after visiting the Mubarak Mahal building and the art gallery, to the second courtyard. You can see huge doors here The big wooden doors, huge. Look at them. An elephant can enter from this gate. These are so big, so huge. This is the second courtyard. Inside the second courtyard, which is 2 times bigger than the first courtyard we have seen previously, it houses the magnificent clock tower. This is the clock tower of the city palace. And what time it is showing? Let me zoom on. It is showing almost 4:20. Beautiful clock tower. Inside this second courtyard, there are principally 2 buildings. One you are seeing right now. This building open from all directions. It is known as Diwan-e-Aam, or the Hall of Public Audience. Here the king used to give audience to his subjects. So this is the Hall of Public Audience. A very beautiful lamp post and the Hall of Public Audience. The collection of guns, gunpowder guns. And here in the second courtyard, the bigger one than the previous one, a series of screened buildings leads to another door you can see on the center of your screen, which leads to the private part of this palace where the royal family still lives. This part is protected and no visitor is allowed inside. This building in yellow where the royal family lives, it is known as Chandra Mahal, or the Palace of Moon, with the state flag of Jaipur in 5 colors. the hall of public audience. Here there are few things on display, like the portrait of Maharaja Savai Man Singh, who lived between 1922 till 1970, and he was the captain of the polo team of the state of Jaipur, which won the World Cup of the polo in 1952, if I remember right. And on the opposite wall, you can see there is another portrait which is of the founder of Jaipur, Maharaja Savai Jai Singh II, the king who built the observatory, Jantar Mantar, and the city palace and the old part of Jaipur. So in the hall of public audience, you can see very good painting on the ceiling. If I can show you the ceiling, you can witness a very good old painting, white color on the orange or saffron. Have a look at this. Beautiful ornamentation. Here are on display two very interesting things. One, you are seeing on your screen right now. It is a huge jar or a pot which is not made out of normal metal. Yes, I will show you it from the another side. This huge metal jar is not made out of normal metal, but this is pure silver. Yes, you heard it right. Pure silver. The silver was extracted out of the coins which was used during the state time, and these pots were made out of the silver. When the Maharaja of Jaipur visited to England on a ceremonial visit, he got constructed two jars of the same size and filled the water of Ganges, holy Ganges, and took these jars on his tour to England. A brief information about these two jars is on this placard. These are known as Ganga Jali or the silver jar. Each one of these jars, they weigh around 345 kgs, height is 5 feet 3 inches, and circumference is 14.10. And the capacity, it can store about 900 gallons or 4091 liters of water. Also, these are mentioned in the Guinness Book of World Record as the largest silver pots in the world. One is here, another one is on the opposite side here. Two silver jars, 345 kg of silver each. Adjoining to the hall of public audience, there is another building you will see right now. This building, on the entrance of this building is written Sabha Nivas. Some people say that it was the hall of private audience, Sabha Nivas. From here, the cameras or the shooting is not allowed. So we are not going any further. On the opposite side of the hall of public audience is another courtyard. As you can see in the directions on this placard, it is known as Pritam Nivas. Pritam Nivas is another small courtyard. We will enter through this gate, this very gate, inside the Pritam Nivas. On the main entrance to the Pritam Nivas courtyard, you see a statue of the elephant head god Ganesha on the top of the door. An old dressing table is displayed here which shows dragon motifs. Dragon motif, it's a dressing table, and on the top of it you can see the statue of Buddha in Dharti Sparsh Mudra, or hands touching the soil or the earth. Beautiful doors. Portraits of the kings. Portraits of the kings of Jaipur. This door takes us inside a small courtyard which was used for the celebrations, seeing live the song, dance, and to do the festivities. The highlight of this courtyard are the 4 painted doors. As you can see in the center of your screen, there are 4 painted doors. This is number 1. This is number 2. 2 doors you can see here. The 2 doors, I will say all 4 doors carry the peacock motif. Peacock motif. This is the 3rd one, and this is the 4th one. They carry the peacock motif. The gents used to sit down in the courtyard, and the ladies witnessing the song dance sequel from the first floor. These windows which you see are for the royal ladies. have come out of the Pritam Nivas Chowk and we are almost on the verge of finishing our tour. So hope you liked the tour of this city palace, and do leave your comments with the Stika Travels. If you have any questions, any curiosity, you are seeing a gate on my back. This is the exit gate. Till my further live tour, this is Deependra Singh from India signing out. Namaste.
Stika Travel.